Eliminate all enemy players to win the round.
Hey, what's going on guys, Cookadoo2332 here, and today I'm going to be talking about my Week 2 impressions for Halo 5 Guardians beta. So, it's Week 2 now, and the game has gone under some updates. So what we've been given is a couple new maps, as well as a new game mode. So let's get right into it. This week, we are getting some new maps on Slayer, as well as some new guns to go with that. And we're also getting a new game mode called Breakout, with 2 new maps to go with that as well. They're 2 custom-made maps specifically for this game mode. And also a big change for Slayer is you start out with a battle rifle and a magnum. So that's a really good thing for a lot of people. So let's start with Slayer first. With Slayer, we're actually getting 2 new maps. The old maps are now taken out of the rotation, and we are getting 2 maps called Regret and Eden. Now, for those of you who don't know, Regret is actually a remix of Truth, and Eden is a remix of Empire, the 2 maps that we had in Week 1. So, Regret plays much like Sanctuary from Halo 2. It has that very sort of open center part feel, where the center is actually the key point area where all the power weapons are, as well as there's like an underground section of Sanctuary as well as an upper section of Sanctuary. The underground section of Sanctuary actually has one of the new guns in the game called the Hydra MLRS, which to me is a little bit like a mix between an RPG and a grenade launcher, in the sense of it kind of fires like a fast-firing RPG, but only has really the power of a grenade launcher. And of course we're getting the light rifle on this map as well as Eden. So how Eden plays is Eden is very much a darker map. It's a variant, of course, of Empire, and it has a more horizontal plane to it as well, where there's an upper level, a middle level, and a lower level. The upper level being in the center section of the map, and the middle level being sort of the outdoor half of the map, and then the lower level being below all of the center section as well. And again, it has the sniper rifle and the sword on the map now, so which have now been shifted 90 degrees where the power weapons used to be on Empire, whereas it's now where the spawns are for Empire as well. So the sniper rifle is in one of the spawns and the sword is in the other spawn, and your spawn from Empire was rotated 90 degrees, so you kind of start, one team starts on the outside half and one team starts on the inside half, which changes the gameplay up a little bit, not too much. I still feel it's a very fast map, but it really complements the BR play in the game for this week as well, which is absolutely excellent, and I absolutely love the map. I prefer that map much over than Regret, mostly because I felt that Truth was a really fun map, and I really wasn't liking Empire when I first started playing the game. And then now that Week 2's rolled around, where we're now getting Regret and Eden, I really find that Eden is a much better variant of Empire, whereas Regret isn't as good compared to Truth. So that's the Slayer game mode. Now let's get on to Breakout. Breakout is a new game mode which is introduced into this game. It's essentially a round-based game mode where it's first to 5 rounds for each team. You have 1 life for each round, and what's more interesting for me is that there is no shields and no motion tracker. So this makes it a really tense, competitive game mode, which I absolutely love. You start with an SMG and a Magnum, which again I very much prefer for this particular game mode. And there's usually an assault rifle and a BR on each side of the map as well, so people tend to bum rush those things. But I'm really not too bothered, as really the SMG and the Magnum are very capable in these maps. They encourage close range combat, which is really fun. So I can imagine people with shotguns and SMG combos being absolutely unbeatable on this kind of map. So the 2 maps that we get in Breakout are mirrored symmetrical maps. The 2 maps are called Crossfire and Trench. Trench is a little bit smaller and a little bit more close range, whereas Crossfire has this huge middle section where people are kind of having to rush down there to get grenades, as well as rush down there to sort of ambush people. But it's a very, very deadly zone, and I really wouldn't recommend going down there. Same with Trench, to be completely honest. There's that center section, and it's really, really hard to get out of that without actually surviving. But, to be honest, Breakout is my favorite game mode at the moment. It's so, so fun. It's really competitive, really encourages competitive play. And I believe this could be a sort of a future game mode for maybe potentially MLG. I'm not too sure personally, but it's a very fun game mode to play, and I would recommend anyone to try it out for themselves. It's a personal favorite as of right now. We'll have to see what Week 3 brings along, but I feel I do really, really well in this gameplay. I mean, we came from a 3v4 for about half the game because, of course, someone left the game, so it was a very, very fun game, and I really, really enjoyed it. Where, sort of, to be honest, last round I end up getting assists all the time. So, but that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will be releasing another video next week for the updates coming out, and hopefully you guys will get to see that. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, definitely click the like button. It really helps me out, and it'll be really, really appreciated. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks for watching. Cheers.
3-on-2. Lead man. 3-on-1. Game over. Victory.